like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. He's got an open man. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run the toss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Intercepted. Racing to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. We'll send the tight end in motion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morgan. Across the 25. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. In the red area, it's Haynes. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Simpson. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Simpson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game, make them feel you, keep them off balance.
He leaves it with his back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. And the Wolverines are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the ground with the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to throw, it's Manning. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. On the move, he fires. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Here we go. They'll try to Get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Manning. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Longhorns will boot away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Going to the run to start this second half. At the 35, he's got room. Wide open spaces. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's... guys, if they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Powers forward. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Bring in the heat. Buying some time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
There's a lot of different ways to generate explosive plays. This offense likes to do it on the ground because they've got difference makers, including that guy right there.
And that difference was made for sure in the defense. This is why you need the relentless pursuit. First guy misses, you got to have another one ready.
And so if you're on offense, man, force feed this dude the ball. Give it back to him.
Now from inside the red zone. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a crease to the left. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Let's go. He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And how about this defense snatching at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat?
And I just love the effort too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired, but in this situation, you're seeing the effort. Guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw, it's Manning. Those two failed to make the connection, it's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the inside. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Hester. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Simpson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Haynes. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll go to the counter. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
You got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The Wolverines get enough for the 1st down.
And this There's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Back's got it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. So the offense accepts the 15-yard penalty after that special teams miscue. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Let's see if both sides are content to just let this half run out. The offense takes a knee. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though,